You can connect a keyboard to your computer for use within GarageBand. The keyboard can either be connected through USB or through MIDI. And the great thing about MIDI is that it is very easy to edit and manipulate once you have it recorded. They're shown as little types of notes within the software that can be moved around, selected, copied, pasted, and just all sorts of other things that you can do with them that makes recording and creating new compositions just really interesting. Now, whenever you hook up your keyboard to GarageBand, you'll want to go to the top, click on GarageBand, and go to Preferences. If this screen is not showing, click on Audio MIDI. Here you can see the output and input devices GarageBand is using. Currently, it's set to System Settings since I am just using a microphone plugged into the computer and GarageBand is reading those settings. You would select an input device here if you were using a USB keyboard. There's also selections for effects such as audio units. Down here is your MIDI inputs. It will show you if a MIDI input is detected at this screen once you plug in your keyboard via MIDI. Once you have your keyboard inputted into GarageBand, you can change the sensitivity of the keys while you're playing to match the style that you would like to play. So if we select Smart Controls and click on the Inspector button at the bottom, you can see here Keyboard Sensitivity. And adjusting this slider will change the velocity level of notes that you play on the keyboard. There is also an arpeggiator within GarageBand. If you select this button on the far bottom right hand side, you can see the arpeggiator pop up here with different types that you can choose from, so that when you're playing single notes on your keyboard, it is actually playing arpeggios for you and just makes it really fun for playing keys within GarageBand. I'm going to go ahead and close the Smart Controls at the top. Now currently, I do not have any type of keyboard hooked up to the computer to show you it, but I believe you now understand how easy it is to hook up a keyboard into GarageBand. If you are a keys player, you will really enjoy the functionality and the effects that you get within GarageBand to give you all types of different key and piano sounds. You can also use GarageBand's in-software keyboard and musical typing. I'll go ahead and show you that real quick. If we go to the top and click Window, you can see there's two options. Show Keyboard, which presents a keyboard for you to actually play on within GarageBand. It will also show you the notes being played if you have a keyboard hooked up at this point. And if we go back to the top and click Window, you can see Show Musical Typing. When I click on that, the keys of a keyboard are represented by the buttons on my computer. So the ASDF buttons of my computer relate to the C, D, E, and F notes of the keyboard. There are also some other options here which we will go into later within this series. But that is another way to play keys within GarageBand if you don't have access to a keyboard to hook up to your computer.